All right, cool. So let's start with probably the most important positioning, starting position in doubles, the serve, right?
Yeah.
And if you got a partner, let's start by talking about a partner who's kind of stuck in the mud and maybe doesn't have the greatest volleys, isn't that confident in their volleys. What would you recommend somebody do in that situation?
This happens to us a lot when we're playing pro-ams. Just a couple days ago, I was playing with a high school player. Nice kid, but he stood too far back.
So Mike's the high school player.
Here,
Where do we put him?
he stood too far back.
Right here.
His volleys weren't horrible, but he was just a big target because any ball that came to him, it was pretty much a tough volley. He was taking it too low and wasn't getting enough stick on it because he was
Positioning double skiller.
too far back. Yeah, he was over. You know, here he is, a little bit too far to the left. So I put my hand on his back and I just moved him forward and to the right a little bit. And this made him just a better player in general. You know, it just made him less of a target. Any ball that came to him, he can kind of swat it away.
Yeah.
Even if his volleys weren't perfect, he still was able to put away points. And it was just better for us overall.
He's so close. It's the secret sauce.
Exactly.
Just being on the net.
Yeah, when you're the server and you know you have a guy that's not a great volleyer, that's when you got to take your first serve percentage even higher than 75. I'm sure you're trying to make as many first serves as possible. If he's hitting second serves, returner can direct that ball right at your lame duck at net.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you're maybe trying to swing the tee,
Yep.
taking some speed off, and
Yeah, if I want to take my net guy out of the point, I'm not going to serve wide because they're probably going to hit down the line at him. So I'm going to swing it tee with my lefty serve and try to get him to push the ball over to me. So if your net player is not very good and he's stuck in the mud, and there's stuff you can do with your serve to draw the ball to your side.
So even if you're a righty, just go at the guy's backhand, kind of tee
Yeah.
to take this guy out a little bit.
Yeah, and you'll get as a server, you get the ball the majority of the time. But if I hit my kick serve wide, then if that guy doesn't hit a perfect return cross court, the net player is in play.
So that's sort of the deal, right? Because sort of the deal is you move closer to the net, I'll get my first serve in. Is that kind of like, you know, if you were going to put it on paper, that would be sort of the way you would explain it to your partner.
Hey, if you get closer, I'm not going to
get you killed.
I'm not going to hang you out to dry and hit 80, 90 mile an hour second serves to the returner, because that just looks scary for the guy. The guy's going to slowly start backing up because he's fearful Fred.
Yeah.
But if he's up here, you want to be making the first serve. He doesn't have to be a great volleyer. He can shank the volley, and it's still going to be pretty good.
And you have would it be fair to say as the server you have more control over your partner than in a different situation? Like if your partner's serving, he's kind of running the show, right? But if you're serving, you can say, hey, can you help me out? Can you move up a little bit closer?
Yeah,
that communication.
as a server, you're running the play.
Yeah.
Usually, as a server, we're always calling where we're going to serve. I'm calling, if we do run a play, I'm telling Mike to poach. He's not telling me what to do. So as a server, you're running the play. Yes.
Okay, gotcha. All right, cool. So we got Mike / Fearful Fred, the partner that doesn't really move up in net. So how do you kind of take him out of the play with your serve so you get most of the balls?
Doesn't move, doesn't want the ball. So I'm going to hit a serve down the tee that's kind of curling away, and he's going to make the returner just push it out to my side of the court. Here we go. Let's try it. And right there, he reached out, and he didn't push it over, but he was stretched, and any return that he hit down the line was weak. And even Fearful Fred would have put that away.
Yeah, that's a situation where just by moving your partner and putting him in the right spot, even, you know, let's say wrong grip, whatever, he's still going to be all right.
He's in good shape. Yeah.
So
That was out.
You call it
Too good again.
Close. But that was a good question, because when you're hitting quality serves, you're going to get a range. That's one of the big questions for the server is, I'm taking this guy out of the play, and the first volley we saw you hit was right down the middle. That one was at his shoelaces. So talk a little bit about your decision making in terms of where you're putting those volleys.
Okay, usually if I get a high one, I'm using this net guy as a target. I'm going at him low at his feet.
So no mercy.
No mercy. I mean, any ball at the shoelaces is a very tough volley. So if I don't put it away, then I'm setting up Mike. Even if he's Fearful Fred, he'll be in a good position. Now, if he hits a low one at my feet, then I don't have the advantage. So I'm going to try to push it back deep cross court. And so usually if it's low, I go cross court. If it's high, I go right at the net guy.
Okay, let's we're gonna have Fearful Mike just chilling, and then why don't you hit a couple serves, sort of hit the first volley, and then talk about why you went where.
Okay. Come on, Fred, do something.
I was stuck in the mud, man. I'm scared of the ball. The ball is scary.
I went cross court there because I was way in the middle. It would have been very tough for me to pull that across my body at the net guy. And had I gone there, he would have had the whole court to burn me. But because I was pulled into the middle, Fred would have had to cover me there. Because he didn't take the middle and poach, then I was in bad position. So, you know, if he had my back, I would have hit this ball. He would have come behind me and cover that next shot.
But I'm not a great net player. I don't know what to do up here.
Yeah, really so I got to be a little bit faster.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
he's got to be more aggressive. You know, if he's not aggressive on the first 2 shots, it's going to come to me. I don't want the ball.
Yeah.
I'm stuck in the mud here. So it's his show.
Yeah.
So that was almost worst case return to a large extent.
Okay. I missed my serve, but I got an easy reply, so I took it right at the net guy. He's my target, and he looked scared. You could see his face.
And that's you know, when you have a net guy who's really not helping you out, you want to keep the points as short as possible. Just like don't give him an opportunity to start going at your partner.
No, you want to. It's just like if you're cramping, you go for winners. You want to keep the points as short as possible. I have a liability up there at net, so our team is cramping.
Yeah.
We got to finish the point as soon as possible, and I gotta take more risk.
And by going low at the net guy, you'll probably get a pop-up return of some capacity, so that the point really will be over fast.
Yeah.
You put the next volley away, whereas going deep at the baseline guy, he has way more of an opportunity to go.
He has more time, and he'll have definitely more control to direct it at the weaker player.
Okay.
If I'm going there low at his feet, I'm still in the driver's seat. But as soon as I go back at the baseliner, he has time for the ball to bounce, and then he can pick and choose where he goes.
So it sounds to me like what you guys are recommending is serve, and then as soon as possible, concentrate your fire on the net guy so the point's over.
As soon as you get a high ball, take it right at the net guy's shoelaces, and then, close.
All right, let's see a couple more. And that one was a little bit lower, and you took a little pace off of it so that it would dip.
Yeah, that was a little bit lower, but I still felt like I got it at hip level. I couldn't get it as low at his shoelaces as I wanted, but I stuck it hard down the middle, and we won the point. Okay, these guys are playing out of their mind.